that we need to continue to stand strong to defend everybody's rights and freedoms.
Good morning, everybody. Not as cold this morning, but she's was a little breezy just a little while ago. But I have a funny feeling we're in for some funky weather. That's why. Just look at how red that sky is. It's just red everywhere, even in the opposite direction. So look at this. Wow, the sky. I'll have fun of feeling warm for some weather. Red sky in the morning. It's a sailor's warning. Red sky at night is a sailor's delight. Well, this is definitely not night. Ooh. Yeah. It actually looks very creepy, ominous. 7 Days to Die, red moon. Like, it's so wild. Like, you don't understand. I mean, the camera's really not picking it up as much as I see it. Like, it is so red. That's a little more of the color that I'm seeing. It's red everywhere. It's like the liberals are flying over me for talking about them all weekend. Oh, what a joke. Yeah, well. Oh, man. Anyway. Yeah, I gotta get a coffee going. I gotta get my button gear and... yeah. Oh. I don't know if I'm ready to be up yet. I just saw this red sky and had to come out here and show you guys it. It's absolutely crazy. That sun is... she's fighting to stay alive today. That's a little better. Like, the hue, how it changed to that reddish color there as I zoomed in. It's a little more what I see. Still not quite as red as what I see, but yeah. Cameras versus life. But anyway, we'll talk to you guys in a bit. I just thought this was kind of cool. Especially over here. I think that is just wild. The way the clouds are and the way the red is hitting it. I really wish that showed up as well as I can see it. But it don't. God, I love that flag.
I knew that this was the day.
Thank you for your service, sir. Well, I got Bunky going, getting charged up. That's not going to last long because there really wasn't much power in there. And, yeah, not getting a lot of sun either. I see some blue skies over there, so maybe we'll get lucky at some point today. But Bunky's not going to be getting, as soon as the battery shuts off for Bunky, that's all Bunky gets for the day. Also got the fire ready, the fire going here, heating up some water. So that I can get some laundry done. Want to get some long johns for the next couple days because in 2 days time it's not even going to get above 0 during the day. That sucks. It's updated. It was supposed to be a high of 0. Now it's a high of -1 on Monday. Wow. That's okay. We got to get used to this, and gotta get some work done in there. And we'll get her done. And yeah. So I know yesterday I said I wouldn't do any politics. I'm not going to make that claim anymore because, you know, random things just pop up and I just go, I got to talk about this. Or a random thought will come in my head about current events and I got to talk about it. I'm going to stop fighting it. I've been fighting it for like over a year now. Talking about things every day. But I'm going to stop fighting it. So there will be days where there will be no politics. Today, I don't know. I'm not going to dictate that. Oh, today I'm not going to talk about politics. Because, yeah, that's just dumb. Speaking of politics, you know, we look around the world, or look around Canada today. I don't give a damn about the world. Just know that if you're in my channel, I don't give a damn about the world. I give a shit about Canada only. Period. Done. That's the only thing I care about. Now, don't get me wrong. I pay attention to what's happening around the world, but I really don't input my 2 cents because it's not my place. I don't think I have the right or authority or am knowledgeable in different countries' affairs. What I do care about is what's happening here in Canada. So one thing that, you know, and this is, I'm going to say this is government. I'm not going to say this is, you know, liberals. I'm not going to say this is the NDP. I'm going to say government because it's been across all governments. And we talk about, you know, healthcare needs and the, what is it? Mental instability of Canadians these days. And, you know, there's a lot of, I actually seen this ad. Sorry, I'm going left turn on left turns here. Okay. With no warnings, no signals. I seen this ad. Well, not an ad, it was a news article. That, you know, they did water testing to see how much drugs were in major metropolises across Canada. And the headline read, one Saskatchewan town has the highest methadone tracing in their waters. And so I was like, oh, really? Wonder which city that's going to be. I went and looked at it. Looked at the article. Turned out it was Prince Albert. Actually, right where I was parked, basically. Well, I was just west of Prince Albert. There's one thing that really blows my mind is every time they talk about, you know, the drug problem here in Canada, they always immediately turn to opioids. Immediately. But that wasn't what the article said at the beginning. It said that highest meth count in the waters. But then the first sentence in the article was immediately pointing to the opioid crisis. Well, no, we have a meth crisis in Canada. And you go ask Canadians about, you know, is it opioids or meth? Those that actually know what the difference is will tell you, no, it's meth. We have a meth problem. And, you know, we where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. But if you don't know the difference, everyone's associating meth as an opioid. It's not an opioid. It really isn't. Meth is in line with other hard drugs like cocaine and stuff like that. It's not in line with opioids. An easy way to put this, I guess, there's uppers and there's downers. Alcohol is a downer and marijuana is an upper. It doesn't feel like it, but it's actually true. When you compare the two, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a scientist, apparently. Guibo will tell you. Yeah, sorry. I'm just, oh my God, left turns on left turns on left turns. This wasn't even actually what I wanted to talk about. we've been going on over the recent years talking about these mental health crises that are plaguing Canada these days, and we keep blaming it on opioids and the opioid crisis and that, but it's not. I'm sorry, it's not an opioid crisis. Well, we do have an opioid crisis, but that's not what everybody's seeing in the streets. They're seeing meth heads in the streets. And as far as the mental health crisis goes, we used to have, back in the day, institutions that took care of people that had mental health issues. Okay? But we found that to be inhumane. So we've decided to shut all them down. North Bay had one of the largest national mental health facilities in Canada. We shut it down and we closed it down. Well, when I came out of Bunkie this morning, this gentleman over here in the tent, okay, he tends to yell and scream a lot and everything. Well, the police came by to visit him. I don't know why. I think they were just bored and, you know, hey, let's go harass somebody. So they came by and visited him. We're talking to him for a bit, and I came out of the bunk and just happened to see them there, and then they ended up leaving. And then right afterwards, this gentleman starts yelling and screaming, wandering around, and, you know, he's got mental health issues. Okay? But in the wokeness, progressiveness of the world, this is more humane than institutions. Really? This is more humane. Hey, institutions have their problems, but like I just said at the beginning of this, it's going to be 0 degrees for a high. Or sorry, -1 for a high in 2 days. This gentleman's living in a tent. This is more humane, is it? In Canada. We're not even into winter yet. This is what we call humane. Yes, institutions had their problems. Yes, institutions had their wrongs. They also did a lot of good. They did a lot of good for society because they helped contain the mental God, I always screw this word up, or screw this phrase up. The mental crisis in Canada. They helped contain it so that it didn't flow onto the streets of Canada, so that society could function without having to worry about, oh, okay, well, there's somebody having a mental break right now. We've lost that way because we've decided that, you know, institutions are bad. Well, there's sometimes it's necessary, you know. Now, this is going to lead me into a whole another topic that I really don't want to get into on this video because it's already 9 minutes in and I have other things I want to do today other than just give you a video of me ranting about mental health. So, good day. Oh yeah? Got to do some laundry, got to warm up some water. Oh, okay. I'll talk to you guys later. So, I just heard Bill Blair, once again, is handing out Canadian taxpayer dollars to a war that we're not a part of, but we're funding. Anyway, so I thought, I'd be curious. And there's something that's going on. The Liberals are talking, they're they're trying to find allies in Parliament and everything, and there's something that God, I said I wasn't going to do politics anymore, and now I'm doing it every day. Anyway, the Bloc has come out and said, the Bloc in Parliament has said to Gabe Trudeau, hey man, you need a new partner? We'll be your partner. Pass this one bill, and we'll vote confidence in you. And the Liberals and Trudeau have been constantly obfuscating it and going, oh, it's way too expensive. That's going to cost $13 billion. Yep. That's going to cost $13 billion. But, we could give Ukraine $13 billion without hesitation, without parliamentary approval. But to actually offer Canadians financial relief, matter of fact, senior citizens who's actually paid their share in this country, blood, sweat, tears, and paid their taxes and have funded this country. No, you won't give them $13 billion. No. But don't worry, Ukraine can have $13 billion in a war that we're not involved in. This government is so stupid. Oh my God, and this is why I don't like doing politics. It's because the logic around this doesn't make any sense. You're going to take taxpayer dollars, not give it to taxpayers who have paid taxes their entire lives and are now in their retirement. You don't want to give it to them, but you'll take the same amount of dollars and fund a war that Canada's not involved in because you don't like Russia? Okay, yeah, let's put a... I'm not saying Russia's a good guy here or, what they're doing is right or anything. What I'm saying is you are taking taxpayer dollars, refusing to give it to former taxpayers who have paid their entire lives and are now reaching the point of retirement, and you don't want to give them back some of their money so that you can fund a war that we're not involved in. I got nothing. You're just an idiot. It's just stupid. I go back to my water. Boiling my water. It's got to be almost done. Holy heck. This is so stupid. Yeah, she's pretty much there. I gotta go. This is dumb. So, I'm still befuddled over this one. Okay, let's talk about a different direction here. Okay. A new report just came out. Came out this morning. From the PBO. I think it was this morning. Might have been yesterday. I don't know. Today's Saturday. I highly doubt PBO is putting out reports on Saturdays. Anyway, there's a new report. Okay. The federal government come out, and I know they touted that, hey, look at us, we're gonna get the deficit down and da-da-da, when they did their budget this year. And we got the deficit down to $40 billion. That's our goal. That's our budget for this year, $40 billion. In the hole. Yeah, on top of that's just like in the hole. Okay. You haven't run a surplus since, actually the government hasn't run a surplus since I think Chrétien. Maybe Martin. But he was only in power for what, a year? But anyway. There hasn't been a surplus in Canada since like, what, early 2000s. So we're talking 20 years of deficits. But, you know, Trudeau's going to make our deficit only $40 billion this year, right? That was what he said in April. Or, well, actually, I think it was Freeland that said it. No wonder Trudeau had to go to Carney to get economic advice for Canada. Well, the PBO just came out and said that we are 6 months later going to have a $46 billion deficit. Well, that's $6 billion extra. I really wish I could go into my bank account and say, you know what, I'm going to take an extra, what is that? 1/7 of my pay over my pay and spend that. It's not how it works in this world. You know, you can't just turn around and say, you know, well, my pay wasn't big enough, so I'm going to make it bigger. My budget didn't cover everything I wanted to do, so I'll spend more. So, well, if you're going to spend more, then why can't you spend the $13 billion to help seniors? Live in an economy that's so out of control right now. Rents skyrocketing. These are the most vulnerable people of Canada. Some of the most vulnerable people in Canada. And you say you can't find the money for it. But you found $6 billion of deficit spending. And you didn't even do anything this year. So where's the extra $6 billion gone? What did you spend it on? Oh, which liberal insider got paid this time? Like, holy crap. This is insanity. My God. Can I please have a budget the way you guys run a budget? Oh my God. I'm going nuts getting caught up on all this stuff. I also heard something about an indigenous fund that the money didn't go to the indigenous people. It was allocated to them, but it went to bureaucrats and liberals. I don't know. I don't know the details on this one, but yeah, somebody just mentioned it in the comments today. I was like, what? Like, I don't know what to do with this country. It is so messed up right now. Oh, let's just enjoy the view. She's looking pretty, isn't she? Yep. End of the day. Right, kitty? And monkey. I think I might be able to give you some eyes. And we'll call those yellow reflectors your unibrow. How you doing, guys? Yeah. So, trying to get caught up in all this political stuff and all this, because I really haven't been paying attention. It's eating too much of my day. I need to do this once a day or something. Well, tomorrow's Sunday, because I'm not doing anything other than trying to get caught up on what's happening in this crazy place we call the world. Oh man. And I'm trying to do other chores as well in the interim, so it's just becoming difficult. So I got to figure something out. Tomorrow, I do not want to have anything to do with politics. I think I just want to focus on other things. This is the problem. This consumes so much time because I got to go research. I see a story, then I go, hear what they have to say, and then I decide, okay, do I have anything to say about it? And then I go, okay, well, no, let's check another story. And then this is the thing, it takes so much time and energy to try and research everything. It's just, I don't know, it's part of the reason why I stopped doing it. It just took too much time, and I don't get anything else done. Oh. Turning into a nice evening. It's supposed to get cold tonight, though, -4, I do believe. But tomorrow's supposed to get, I think, +11 or something like that. I don't remember now. It's supposed to be cloudy, though. But, I'm tired today. My son woke me up at 6:30 this morning, texting me, because I guess he didn't realize I'm 2 hours behind him. Yeah, it's been a long day. I keep wanting to go for a nap, and I don't go for a nap because I know it'll just screw me up. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. You have yourself a great day. What? Oh, Kitty wants to know what you did today. Yeah. Welcome to the Fringe.
Hey you, I'm feeling it so. Hey you, now where do you go? Hey you, should let it flow. I do think you care. Do you?
Welcome to the Fringe.
You